Hello everyone, I'm Sammy. Today we are going to talk about inquiry. In international trade, a potential customer usually writes an inquiry to ask for information about the target product or the company. When making an inquiry, the buyer may ask about price, catalog, packing, delivery date, terms of payment, and so on. An inquiry should be clear and to the point. Now let's look at the learning objectives. First, what is the inquiry in international trade? It includes the definition and the types of inquiry. Second is how can we draft a proper inquiry letter? It is about the writing skills and the structure of two types of inquiry. Now come to the definition of the inquiry. An inquiry is a request from the buyer for information on the supply of certain goods without engagement. An international business, the importer may send an inquiry to an exporter, inviting a quotation or an offer for the goods he wishes to buy, or simply asking for some general information about these goods. Inquiries vary with their different contexts, different purposes, and different backgrounds, such as a request for a catalog and price list, for favored price for the products that are not available any longer, or for arrangement of a visit, etc. You can make inquiry by internet, by phone, by fax, or by email. There are two kinds of inquiry: general inquiry and specific inquiry. General inquiry is asking for general information like brochure, price list, literature, and sample. A general inquiry also is called a first inquiry, which should begin by telling the receiver how you obtained his name, some details of your business, such as the goods handled, quantities, euro terms of trade, and any information likely to enable the supplier to decide what he can do for you will also help. Specific inquiry is asking for particular products, which include the specification, quantity available, payment terms, shipment, price terms, insurance, and so on. Now we come to the structure of an inquiry. First is the structure of general inquiry. We usually start with telling the source of information, how you get the information from the seller. The expressions here are similar to those in the letter writing of establishing business relation. Here are some samples. We have been informed by the Bank of U.S. Commerce, New York, that you are one of the leading exporters to textiles in China, and that you wish to export poor silk garments to our market. Then you should state your writing purpose. For example, we are in the market for various types of blanket, and we would be pleased if you send us our best quotations. Here the phrase "in the market for" means intend to buy. Third, introducing your own business. Here you can express yourself to be the potential buyer, like having been in this line for so many years. We have a large connection with the retailers in the UK. After that, you can make further requirements by asking for other requirements. If there is no or is already expressed, this part can be omitted. In the end is goodwill ending. For this part, you extend thanks and express the hope of receiving replies as soon as possible. Please look at the sample letter.
Dear sirs, we learn from one American company of the same trade that you are producing for export children's clothing of different sizes. We are interested in them, for there is a steady demand in our market for children's clothing of good quality. We have been in this line for 15 years and are well connected with the retailers around the country. We will be appreciative if you send us a copy of your latest catalog, with details of your prices and terms of payment. It would be helpful if you could also forward us some small pieces as samples of the various types. Should your quality be suitable and the price competitive, we'll be ready to place an order with you. In view of the demand for your products, an immediate reply is appreciated. Yours faithfully.
There you can see the first paragraph indicating the source of information and purpose. The second paragraph is the self-introduction. The third paragraph is to state your requirement. Finally, they end the letter by indicating the early response. Second is the structure of specific inquiry. Now we know specific inquiry is asking for particular items the buyer are interested in. Therefore, after the opening sentence, the specific inquiry may start with the request for an offer and some specific information of certain goods, including specifications, quantity, price, etc. Here is the sample. We are in the market for 10 metric tons first-grade melon seeds. Can you make an offer on FOB New York basis at your earliest convenience? Please give us your best quotations on CF1 cover basis through email, stating payment terms and time of shipment for children's scooper TYBX123. Then it may ask whether there is possibility of giving a special discount and what terms of payment and the time of delivery would expect. Look at the sample. We should be very glad if you would send us your quotation for men's and women's woolen crochet gloves delivered on CF Oslo basis. Shipment would be required within 4 weeks of order. In the end is the closing sentence, expressing wishes to make the deal and look forward to the order. The specific letter may be sent from the new customer and or from old customer, and it also affects the content of the specific letter. The letter from old or regular customer is much simpler than from the new customer. Look at these 2 sample letters.
Dear Sir, we are importer of blouse in India. We have seen your products displayed at the Guangzhou Fair. Now we are in the market for your sweater, item no GW0496. Will you please quote us the best price FOB Ningbo, stating the earliest date of shipment and terms of payment? We should also like to know what discount you offer on bulk purchase. We would find it the most helpful if you could provide us with samples of different colors. Should your price be found competitive and delivery date acceptable, we intend cordially to place a large order with you. We trust you will give us an early reply. Yours faithfully.
The first letter is from the new customer. It indicates the detailed requirement, like the item number and FOB Ningbo price, stating the shipment, terms of payment, and discount for large order.
Dear Mr. Wang, please quote for Bluetooth wearable devices sport heart rate watch, MT102, the favorable price. Quantity, 2000 PCS. Shipment, CF for Los Angeles by air. Payment, 100% TT before shipment. We look forward to hearing from you soon. Yours faithfully.
The second letter is from the regular customer. It only points out the name of product and the specification, and asks for favorable price, which is much simpler than the first one. Well, today we've learned what is an inquiry and how to draft a proper inquiry. Before I finish today's lesson, I will leave you 3 questions. Do inquiries carry legal force or not? Why? How can you make the seller respond to your letter properly? How will you reply the general and specific inquiry letter separately? Thank you for watching. See you next time.